Hey everybody, my name is Group 2s. This is John Ramongo. Tonight is the finale for GlitterHearts. You might notice I have the lights on. I was getting scared. There is a whole bunch of... I got to start writing a script for this. I don't know. I got buttons all over the place, no matter what site you're watching this on. Go press a button for me. Tonight I am playing Dolly. She, her, hippie chick, somewhere between Ali Sheedy and Stevie Nicks, but that's totally not where my NPCs came from. Jen, how you doing tonight? Your turn.
Who?
I said Jen, but whoever takes it.
Oh, sorry. I'm Jen, and I'm playing Marcely. She's a big beefy tank type. She's gonna fuck some shit up.
Alright, one of the boys needs to come off mute so they can introduce themselves and the character.
It's your boy Pick. I'm playing Jonathan, aka Steel, who's a heavy metal rock star superhero. So, yeah.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm assuming it's my turn?
Yep.
Cool. My name is Spencer. My pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Ejiro Ishii, otherwise known as the Aloe Hero Kotetsu. And I'm just excited to be here. You know what I mean? Just happy to be here.
Can't hear you, George.
Oh, hi.
You were doing so well, too. You picked it up and you ran with it. You were looking good.
I forgot the button. Hi, I'm George, or Gur Hero, he, him. I'm going to be the game master for this. The finale, Apocalypse, to the Omegaverse. I hope y'all are ready. So, yesterday in the Emerald City, there was no B-team when the heroes went viral saving the day. Somehow, people near the rift to the Omegaverse were infected and transformed into demonic hellions. The heroes, Bushida, Dolly, Still, and the Aloe Hero Kotetsu swooped in to defeat the monstrous hellions and freed the possessed humans. With a day of resting montages between, hellions have now possessed or taken many of the heroes' closest loved ones. Will the heroes save their families and friends? Why are hellions abducting people? What dangers await the heroes tonight on GlitterHearts? And you all are in the base of the bookmark, this medium-sized bookstore. It's got a little bit of a, sitting area, reading area, and coffee section. The roof of it and ceiling have been exploded out as Stevie Nicks transformed into a hellion with the fiendish form had 8 arms. Her fiendish form had 8 arms, and she abducted several of the patrons as well as Ali Sheedy and and when one of the patrons was trying to get abducted, the hero or the Aloe Hero Kotetsu leaped in front of them and was captured instead. The hellion is now on the side of the building above the bookshop. As y'all Oh yeah, most of you I think are still in the base of the bookshop, looking up through the hole you've just transformed, and the Hellion holds the people on the side of the building above you. The building adjacent to the bookshop. Right?
On the side of the building, just like got a whole bunch of people dangling off of them.
Yeah, in these like sinew like
Right on.
arms. Like there would be 4 total: 2 patrons, Ali Shidi, and Kotetsu. The
How
other
high,
4 arms are attached to the wall. Sorry.
how high up the building? Like, is it like a tall building? I'm picturing like whole skyscraper, like King Kong style.
Not full skyscraper, but a tall building, say 20 stories. So it's maybe up like on the 5th one, right?
Okay.
How quickly can I make it up the fire escapes?
Y'all
Do I
can
have
move.
to like jump for the ladder, or am I pulling some superhero shit and just jumping up and grabbing stuff?
You have like your jump is 10 times a human's jump, right?
Up the fire
So
escape.
you can
then.
move. Yeah.
Can I toss Dolly?
Well, it is. You all start the initiative. One of you does, so you can choose to. If you wanted to toss her, you could do the. We can do this together. I got your back. Physical roll and throwing her at it, basically.
Dolly, want a bump?
All right. Hard throw, but still aim,
You gonna try
right?
it? Yes. 7?
All right, a 7. What kind of relationship do you have?
Competitive at the moment.
Editing.
Okay, competitive.
Oh, you
So
fixed
your actions make the targets strive to do better, and they get a +1 on their next roll, plus PowerPoint. That's to Dolly. But you get a -1 steal to your next persona roll for being shown up. So you throw her so well that she kicks off like the roof of this building, does like a backflip somersault thing through the air, landing near the creature, or currently on her way there. I guess you all get to narrate it, so you can decide where you are next to him. But she does it in a way that shows you up, and you get -1 persona.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Is that like your actions?
Yeah, that would be his action.
Which gives the initiative to the creature. And
Yes,
I
but
think
it
showing-
also. I'm sorry,
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to say that it did give you the PowerPoint and the +1 forward.
Awesome. And just to be sure, Power Pool does start over every combat.
It's supposed to start over every episode or session,
Same
but
thing.
I'm not going to, because this was supposed to be a part of the last one, was this encounter, and we didn't quite have time for it.
Yeah.
So
I
you're
will
just
take
going to
an
get to
extra
keep your power pool. How amazing is that?
That
right?
is extra amazing. And it was definitely me sticking the landing that showed him up. As I full on pull some Spider-Man and am face to face with Critter.
Indeed, and the creature is going to the Hellion. Yeah, it's just going to scurry up and away with them, away from you.
Can I take the next turn and do a protect somebody roll?
Absolutely. So you were in its one of its meaty, like 3-pronged claws of red sinew and bone, and
Right.
and it is climbing away from Dolly as she lands, scurrying up, leaping up the side of the building towards the roof.
Okay.
And what do you do?
I imagine.
I'm sorry.
I imagine that as I transform, it I become like heavier and heavier as the plates of my armor just begin to emerge in like a shimmering light. And I'm going to use a protect somebody roll in order to get some holds. And my thought is, let's.
Now you did have. I think you had a hold from last time. Still, when she transformed, you had tried this and failed, but your failure still gives you a hold. So you still have one.
I'm going to, because I can use it at any point in time. I want to put him in I want to put the attacker in a bad position. So I want to imagine that as I'm transforming, like I fail to like sort of get a hold of her, but I'm able to weigh her down enough to like put her in a bad position with one of my holds because.
Nice. So you and correct me if you want to do something else. I imagine as you've transformed and you're weighing her down, and it kind of like your feet skid up the side of the building, pulling debris off. And she kind of goes to climb over the side and loses her grip and slides down the side towards Dolly.
Yeah, I imagine she goes like pull away.
I think you cut out there. Spencer?
Hello?
There you are.
Hey.
Yeah, I imagine it's sort of like the Captain America scene where like she's trying to pull away, but like I have one arm on the railing and one arm on her trying to keep her from moving. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. 1 second.
Sorry. I forgot the button again. She's going to, try to slam you into the building. So please roll a plus physical thwart peril.
Alrighty.
Kotetsu, of course it is.
Off to a great start with a solid 6.
All right. So, as she slams you into the building, she does release you, but you go flying through the building. So you take 3 damage, and you are thrown to the other side of the building, coming out the other side, and now about to fall 17 stories. And then it's one of you gets to go.
I guess if I'm still like just outside the bookshop, I'm gonna try and do like a superhero run and jump and bonk this bitch with my club.
Oh wait, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's back up a second. I think I messed up the creature's turn. Like, I moved it, and then you did the hold, and then I went with the creature again, throwing you. Because I forgot that wasn't your actual turn.
You're right. Okay, so that's I'll use my.
So
holds.
you're still on this side. Yeah, you were
Okay.
not thrown through the building. You have that 3 HP back. I am sorry to everyone. I messed up the turns. I went twice with the creature in a row, basically. But no, you It is one of your turn, but you're on this side of the building in its clutches still, but it is in a bad position for everyone else now. So it can be Dolly or I'm sorry, Bodisha. Bodisha. Sorry, Bodisha or Dolly.
Go ahead.
Okay, now I'm gonna bonk it with my club. Without hitting my friend. Like, the other side
Also
of it.
get a +1.
Well,
Oh.
you still have to move there, so your
Oh, that's a whole thing.
yeah,
Right.
your attack is in close range, and you are at distant range at the moment.
Yeah, I don't have a distant one. Okay, then I'm gonna do a superhero run and jump.
All right, and you leap up to. Do you want to get above it, maybe, onto the edge of the roof of the next building up?
If it's like it's
Like
like
it's-
17-ish stories, it's pretty high up there now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll just roof it.
All right, just you leap up a couple of times and then run the rest of the way and finish with another leap and land, cracking the edge of the 20-story building adjacent to you. Looking down at the creature and Kotetsu and Dolly. Okay, and then the creature is going to it's going to it's going to sorry everyone. It is going to leap. Yeah, it's just going to yeah, it's going to try to run away again. So it's going to hi. It's
Olivia, ladies and gentlemen. That's my Ollie.
She's precious.
She's a butthead.
yes, it's going to still dragging Kotetsu so that it has that penalty of his climbs up onto the roof adjacent to or by Bodisha, and the two of you are now on the roof with this creature still locked down on it, looking out as the buildings continue to rise, going towards the Upper West Side. And then it's Dolly, I believe. You are in close range, still on the side of the building, in comparison to the roof.
Awesome. Don't need super close, but I definitely need visual. So what I want to do is finish the rest of the way up the roof, come pop up along the side, and as I get a clear shot, I am going to hex this thing.
Okay, you have a +1.
I do.
From Kotetsu's anchoring it.
Gets me to 9. And I want it to drop Allie. Especially now that it's not hanging off the side of the building, just like right here on the roof. Just drop her.
All right, you hex, and it's meaty, muscular limb kind of seizes and draws back on itself, releasing her onto the roof, and she kind of tumbles, yelling and rolling.
Allie, get out of the way! And that is my turn. I think I got one hold off of that. Yes. Okay.
And then the creature, it's going to release Kotetsu, since, and it's now down to the two patrons of the bookstore that it took, and it's going to bound up and away towards the next building. It moves to visual range with the bounce, or with the bound. Sorry, with its leap as it flexes its 6 other limbs to propel it. And then you look out and you can see several other dots leaping across buildings and hear kind of this scream under the sounds of the city, as many of these creatures are taking abducting humans, and seem to be, from what you can see, moving in the same direction.
Does it look like they're all headed back towards the museum?
Yeah.
Do I have time to holler that over the edge at Steel?
Yeah.
Steel, they're headed east! Back to the museum!
That sounds like a solid plan, because I don't want to hurt them, really.
Okay. So you all give chase?
Yes.
For sure.
Okay. So you all head off, rushing from building top to building top. You see them coalescing, all of them having a different sort of look to them, a various number of limbs of these dark red sinew limbs with 3-clawed, 3-fingered claw at the end of it, and horns around the crown of their head. These dark, bony protrusions. And then as you're getting towards the museum, you can see that the quarantine by the police, the firefighters, the military, the Coast Guard, everyone has set up 6 blocks that is just quarantined off, and they start to open fire at the creatures as they come in to the area, and the creatures descend upon them. It looks like they're almost trying to keep their captives, the humans they've captured, alive. Kotetsu?
Yes.
Sorry. Still got the cough. So, from the sickness. Sure, that sounds great for the audience.
All right. Thank you.
Anyway, the Kotetsu, though, you see your brother, Soto, in the clutches of one of these creatures with about 7 limbs. It's also clutching a blonde woman around the neck, and you can Bodisha, you can see your brother is clutched by one of these creatures. As they descend on the military, but it looks like they're protecting the humans. They're trying to keep them away from any gunfire. It's not working. I mean, it is working, but it's still there's, some wounded as they're kind of slung about when these creatures descend from the building tops.
Hearing the gunfire, can I can scoot down there and tell these guys to quit shooting?
Absolutely.
Guys! Innocent victims, like they've got people. They're abducting people. Quit shooting.
We can't let them get to the hole, the rift.
Okay, well, if that's where they're headed, I'd still rather make it. Well, maybe not make it. I don't. Still, quit thinking with your guns.
Okay, and they'll call through and actually no, roll a convince somebody. It's plus emotional, I believe.
Can I use my trust me?
I believe so, right? That's how that.
I'll double check. Yep, it's a convince me. Oh, that's what trust me does. That is probably a persona, isn't it? 9.
It's emotional. Oh no, you.
Emotional makes it a 10. Trust me, all it does is put in a floor where it won't go below 7 to 9.
Oh, okay.
And if it's an emotional, then I got a 10.
Awesome. Then they act and react based on how you convince them. If the ask is too great, they'll tell you what it would take for them to do it. Okay, they say that you've got to figure out a way to close the rift. One of you has to have the power to do that, right?
Maybe not one of us, but maybe all of us together. And I run to rejoin my friends.
All right. So they kind of are trying to figure out a way to blockade the demons from getting any farther. But y'all need to hurry.
Let's go.
So
Onward!
I don't know if we
Alright.
need to try and slow them down or go straight for the rift. Should we just dive in the rift and try and seal it from the other side? That sounds stupid, doesn't it? That's a bad idea.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe not that one. There's got to be some way to close it.
Not
Is there,
taking our loved ones into them.
Yeah, we don't want. Is there a head guy? You gotta defeat the head guy and then it closes and one of those, or an off switch, a lever. That would be cool.
I mean, we kicked Errol's butt last time when somebody tried to come fight us, so I think we can maybe defeat the gatekeeper or whatever.
Yeah, one of those guys.
I think that was the first one. Now we're looking for the keymaster.
Can we see the rift yet?
Yes, as you all rush along, the army using their vehicles and suppressive fire away from the humans, but at the feet are the movement of the creatures. They are trying to hold them back, but the demons are still attacking and killing a few of the soldiers as you all run past that and deeper into the quarantine, leaping past other bulwarks, stations of soldiers, battle, quickly thrown together battlements around the quarantined area. You get towards the biohazard tent, and it encompasses not just the rift, but also the gelatinous mass that was left after the Harbinger's destruction. And they say, no, you can't go in without a biosuit.
Look at me, I am a biosuit. I found past.
Okay. They can't stop you.
As we go to duck in there, I'd like to kind of do a glance around. Are any of the things getting past the soldiers and closer to the rift?
Some of them. But they're still slowed down as they go from, battlement to battlement, these thrown together blockades or bulwarks at the intersections of roads towards the quarantine or biohazard tent.
Should one or two of us stay out here and try and buy some time while we figure out what to do with the rift?
Can I see any larger or stranger or larger beings around the portal?
No, there doesn't appear to be any near the biohazard tent at the moment. Or you're going into the tent, right?
No, I'm going past the tent and into as closest to the rift as I can.
Yeah, you have to go into the tent for that. So when you walk in, you're probably coming from the southern side of it, or actually the northern side of it. So you actually push past and go in. About the biosuit, it does the flushing thing, and then you are led inside. Inside, you see that the whole. Remember, it's almost a perfect circle of darkness, just darkness, with the edges of it bend, light, and distort visuals around it. And you can see beyond it the mass of the liquid starting to pulse, but almost like the edges of it are trying to work their way around. It's kind of maybe trying to pull itself towards the creatures where they're coming from. Like just imagine your skin trying to move towards towards a direction. So it's just like the top layer of this black ooze is pulling towards them, slowly peeling itself away from the asphalt.
So no distinguishable characters. I do notice that the sludge is pretty much just kind of coalescing. Okay, I'm going to do Hex. Alright. 11. Yes, 2 holds.
But what are you hexing? I believe you have to pick a target for that.
I'm gonna look for can I do the goo? Can I hex the goo?
Okay,
And
that is a valid thing to do.
okay, and one of them I'm going to force it to tell me how to close the rift. Hey you, how do I close this thing?
Okay, your mind is thrown into a terrible nightmare of destruction as you're sent from realm to realm. Your mind splits into 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20 minds, all thinking the same thing. You don't know why they're separate. As it comes to a point where you're kind of seeing this attack between this multi-headed serpent and this creature of light descending upon it. And the creature of light is kind of trying to contain it with its mystical energies, right? So you think that, and then you come back to yourself and you think that using a powerful surge of mystical energy could close it.
Gotcha. And then I'm going to use my last hex point to slow the goo. If that does anything. And then that will be my go.
That will absolutely slow it. It's the skin of it is barely moving now, and it's not going to get away from the asphalt anytime soon. And you unlock this seal the rift move. The whole team does.
Let's go.
Yeah. So it's a mystical check or mystical roll. Plus 10 will seal the rift without consequences. A 7 to 9 seals it, but creatures from the Omegaverse can still enter Earthrealm. And a failure would cause a hero that tried to be possessed by a Hellion.
This may be a bad time, guys, but I have a -1 to mystical.
I'm the same way.
Oh.
One of y'all can just like hype me up.
Woo!
The rest of you are saying that they're only about 2 blocks away now. The Hellions, as they're moving through the army, or the police and firefighters and all of it, the military, everyone. You can, of course, hear helicopters and jets in the air.
Is that woo from the peanut gallery do me any good, Game Master?
The woo? I'm sorry?
The moral support. Go, girl, you got this.
You could always... You could always... I guess we can do this together. You got this? Or you can do this? Plus emotional roll to encourage someone?
You don't have a negative to emotional also, do you, Bodicious?
I do. I do. -2, in fact. I don't suppose there's a not emotional version of that.
There are 4 different types of we can do this together. Physical, or I got your back plus physical. You can do this plus emotional. 2 heads are better than 1 plus mental. Or supernatural intervention, which is plus mystical.
Thank you very much. I now see where I have it right in front of my face. Okay, let me can I have her back?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Okay. I'm right here, girl. I'm right here. You do you, and I'm gonna plus 10.
Heck
Got your
yeah.
back.
And you have a cooperative relationship, correct?
Yes.
All right. So you both gain a power point, and Dolly gets or is it Dolly that you're? You said go girl, so I immediately thought Dolly, but that is a rather generic term.
It's Dolly.
Okay. So Dolly, you get a +1 forward again, and you have 2, and then you both get a power point.
$11.
11 for your Seal
Seal the
the
Rift.
Rift. All right. You go into the biohazard tent and, well, why don't you describe how your energy warps this rift close?
As Steele gets all the information and he's like filling my head with what to do, and I get a little bit of hype from my girl. I'm like, okay, light, dark, that's how it works. Light banishes dark. It's easy. And about that time, I just stop and my eyes glow, and all of that random boho layers just float up and out of full face, light blasting into the rift. Just turn it back in on itself.
Nice. Okay, so you turn it in on itself. It kind of rolls back the reality warp around it, closing in on itself until reality is restored, and there is no rift there anymore. Outside Bodisha and Kotetsu, you can still see the Hellions are getting closer and closer now. They're about to get to the bio tent.
Okay, but if there's no rift for them to disappear into, I guess we don't mind? Or do I need to start, like, swatting them back?
It's about that time. So as they, two of them land on the last bastion of defense against in the quarantine zone coming from the north. They crash down into the asphalt in front of you. You see one of them holding your brother, and Kotetsu, you see another one holding your brother.
Mm-hmm.
What do you two want to do?
I am. I'd like to make. What type of roll would I need to make in order to try and pull my brother to safety?
I think a Thort Peril plus physical to get someone out of there. Yeah.
Okay.
To get someone out of a dangerous situation, I think, yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna Thort Peril.
Would it be if it takes someone?
I mean, I would like to say that it's a protect somebody type of role, but
Okay.
that's what I'm built for.
Okay. Yeah, we'll add a caveat to holds for protect someone that you can use a hold to save a captured mundane person.
Okay.
Human. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if that is the case,
That would be plus persona.
yeah, plus persona, and I get an additional +1, so that'll be plus 2 equals A. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 14.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we like to see it.
That is 2 holds.
Yeah, and immediately I'm going to use one of those to try and pull Soda to safety.
All right. Yeah, you immediately dart towards the one with your brother and reach in and pull it out of away from its those thick red sinew limbs, and leap away, setting him to the side, maybe up you. And then you still have another hold.
Yeah, I'm going to save that one for now in case I have to protect somebody.
Okay. At that point, the demons. Okay, the demons are going to leap past you all, except for one. So 3 of them kind of leap over you all, or the 2 of you, towards the bio tent, into the top of it, kind of pushing down on it, and they start ripping at it with some limbs, creating new limbs if necessary. And one of them stays and is going to. Oh, I'm on the wrong page again. Is going to try to frighten the 2 of you as it gets up on you and starts to do an intimidating sort of dance where it's doing push-ups and grunts and yells and flinging its arms around, flexing various muscles. So it's frightening frenzy. So for Kotetsu and Boshida, I need both of you to roll. Keep your wits about you. A plus something. I've forgotten momentarily. Plus persona roll.
Plus persona. Okay. That's an 8 for me.
Same.
It was just for Kotetsu and Boshida.
My bad.
No worries. Boshida?
6.
6. Okay. You fail,
Hello?
and...
Anybody there? Everybody froze.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
But you fell and take an XP, and okay. Kotetsu, you said you got a 9, right? Sorry. So I don't know if Spencer is currently froze or if
I can hear you guys now.
Oh, okay. So and you got a 9, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So you're either frightened or you're enfeebled and isolated. And then
what is frightened?
Frightened causes you to run away for 1 turn.
Oh, no. Okay.
So would you like to take frightened or enfeebled and isolated?
I'll take enfeebled and isolated.
Okay. And Boshida, you are enfeebled, isolated, and frightened.
Okay. I mean, I don't feel feebled, isolated, or frightened, but if you say so.
It's just the mechanics of the game, I guess.
Evil, isolated, and
gosh, what am I? Where am I at? That was the creature's turn. Then it is one of your turns.
I'll take the turn. I'm gonna flip the guitar around, and the song I played previously to get back into graces with Dolly. I'm gonna do a cover of it that's a little bit more metalish, and try to do "Let's Do This Together."
Okay. And you're doing the. You can do this, or.
Yeah.
Which one of the "we can do this together" are you doing?
I'm just trying to get her generally pumped for combat. Didn't get that opened.
So it's I got your back plus physical. You can do this plus
Yeah, we can do
emotional. Okay. Huh?
We do that plus one with physical.
Okay. So I got your back.
And that would be a 10.
10. You have competitive right now, right?
Yeah.
So you both get a +1 forward, and Dolly gets a PowerPoint.
Sweet. I think we're getting warmed up to doing some ear punishment.
Okay. With that, the creatures trying to get into the biohazard tent They rip through the top of it and slam down inside with Dolly and Steel. And the skin, or not the skin, the black oily stuff which is slowed from the hex, very subtly starts to grow towards the creatures and the humans in their grasp.
Anything else for their turn?
No. That's a lot of moving for them, technically.
Awesome. Still just gave me the +1, right?
Yeah, you have a +3 currently.
I'll take that on top of my +2 for a fucking mystical roll as I take a deep breath and that same just blast of light, except it's spreading now down to chest and everything as I do my magic beam on the goo on the floor, because that's not right. $11.
Wow. So that is a clash roll, right? Your magic beam?
It is. I've also got 2 holds.
You also get a +1 to it for the slowed too.
Yeah, Dolly
already
has a +5 in total, I believe, for this roll.
Yep. Which came out to a total of 11. The magic beam does my mystical for the damage, which is 2.
And then you also get an extra effect.
Yep, and that's what I am trying to look up right now, except I lost my TLDR.
sorry.
There it is. Clash, extra effects. We're gonna go with force them where you want them.
Ooh, okay.
I am got this really bad cartoon effect in my head where it gets blasted off the floor straight past where it was trying to go and then just Rorschachs across the back wall.
More like it'd go out, or it'd flip the tent if it hit the wall. It's a lot heavier than the tent itself.
Takes the tent with it and just gets wrapped up in it. Love that.
All right. So from the outside for Bodisha and Kotetsu, you see the tent suddenly violently get thrown towards you with the black ichor tied up in it, rolling along the asphalt.
Ew. Gross.
And
Like, is it gonna run me over?
no, it runs out of steam before it gets to y'all. Sorry.
Oh, good. Ew.
Okay.
And with that, one of the creatures is going to one of the creatures is going to rush following it and throw its two captives into the mess of it, and you see that the kind of stick to the ichor, and then the ichor starts to grow around them, and
Would you be
faster.
able to use my statement for the team to try and rescue one of them, or maybe both?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
All right, you dash for one and rip them out of the ichor, but before you can get to the other one, they die. They are consumed by the sticky darkness of it as it pulls that in, and the tent starts to be dissolved or pulled into it. Then suddenly it erupts. And in all directions as it spreads out towards the trees and fence of Central Park and the overturned cars and dented, busted up Hummer from the fight the previous day. It also spreads out towards the museum and towards the other buildings around there. Until it's this sort of web of the ichor, and growing out from it is a seven-headed hydra of dark scales and eyes like a raging star, or eyes like a raging star. Erupts from it, kind of pulling itself from it, as if the creature was gestating inside of it, almost like pulling itself from it, like a insect shedding its skin, molting. And the heavy mass of it is just a cocoon for this creature. And yes, it roars out with all seven heads into the sky. One of you, which one hasn't gone this turn?
I think I did my protect somebody, right?
Yeah, I think everyone has gone this turn, and it's a new turn with the World Hydra.
Are we allowed to ask? Like, I don't want to be meta about anything, but can I ask like what everybody's stuff, like what everybody's emotional is at?
No, none. No.
I've got a
I just want to
positive
know
on
if
that
my
one.
+1 is the highest emotional.
Yes, and then the creature seems to slither on a massive bulbous body, like an overfed snake, crashing into the New York Historical Society building next to the museum.
Somebody's gonna be really upset about that.
I have a great idea for a really fun what's it called? A really fun like the team thing, the power pool.
Do.
If anyone knows that, the what's it called? The like the team attack.
Yeah, we are definitely trying to use the power of friendship on this one.
Yeah.
Because I have a great idea for one that I think would be really funny. Okay.
Do it.
Yeah. So
Let's do it.
I know I have 2 points. I'm pretty sure we have like if we have another, does one person have another point? Because if we use 6, I can get advantage on the roll.
Yeah, I got 3.
Same.
Run it.
So you got
Okay,
7
so
No, y'all have
Altogether?
8 total.
8 total.
we only need 6, right? Because we got 4 people plus 2 to make an advantage.
Yep.
I'm assuming I can't get another +1 for those other 2. Just have to hold on to those. Cool. So if that's the case, I definitely want to use the power pool. And my thought for this is based on my armor thing. I just imagine that a piece, almost like the full Voltron thing, just a piece of my armor just sends out to each one of my teammates, coating them in their own thing. And then everybody gets their own transformation into the armor Power Ranger style. So we come together for a big Voltron attack.
Love it.
I'm good with that. If it's
How did I end up with pink?
Yeah, just imagine that literally, like, I do, like, some full-on hand symbols, and then just throw my hands out and allow metal to go to every one of the people, and then they can describe the armor sets that they get that's
Well-
sort of like...
We have to
Teamwork.
roll first to see if how successful you are.
Alrighty.
So y'all are spending 6 power points for a group move, which is great. I love it. So I reduced all the power points to Dolly to 1 and Bushida to 1, and all the others gone.
Alrighty.
Kotetsu's gone. Yeah.
Alright. Rolling 3d6, taking the 2 highest. And this is a plus emotional. Yes!
Yep.
And this is a plus emotional, so I get another +1 on top of that. So that's going to be 12.
Nice.
Like a 5, a 6, and then I add a +1.
Okay, so as his armor is sent out to all of you and Steel's is pink, as it covers you all in this armor, what do you do to finish this Hydra and all the Hellions?
It gets worse. Hang on a second. Can I describe it in full in my head? I see like this Hello Kitty themed thing with like added like yellow like scroll work on mine, and I just look down and my guitar's got a little Hello Kitty like sticker on it. I'm like, seriously?
It's more like Hello Caddy.
Seriously?
Right?
Yeah. Oh well, let's do this.
but
Yeah, and all of you, it's a team attack.
Are we all
Y'all have
good?
successfully defeated the Hydra. You describe how you would like to do it with this armor.
Okay, can I be the Red Ranger? And I guess let's see. Let's start with the shoes. So my little piece of fancy metal armor comes like attaches to my feet. I guess maybe we get some nice wedges going on, and it just kind of like works its way up. And you know we got the whole let's go, yeah, yeah, and it's red.
Dolly already has so many bits and bobs hanging off of her and like tied into her hair and everything that at first you can't tell that stuff is actually getting added, but now she is almost weighed down chandelier with pieces off of all the different fabrics and two big metal bangles as she spins glowing into place with her team. Clicks them twice, says, let's go.
After everybody's transformation,
I think you cut out again.
Oh, the suspense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, government Wi-Fi. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I imagine
Cut out again.
do I need to talk slow?
Talk slow.
Try that.
Okay, I imagine that the explosion behind them.
Keep going.
So like we all do our poses and
Poses.
Hey, Spencer.
You might want to restart Discord. Okay. Well, this is disappointing. I expected a couple of turns with the Hydra at least. Want some fun mechanics.
Oh, we one-shotted the BBG.
Sorry.
Every DM's bane.
Oh, it's not that big bad.
Okay, the
It's just the
MB...
balls.
Yeah. MBEG. Medium bad evil guy?
Hello?
Hey,
Hello.
Spencer.
Hey, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm trying. My work Wi.
It's okay. You get it.
Posting in front of the enemy, and the explosion that goes off in the background for dramatic effect does like a huge amount of damage to it.
Okay. So I don't know. Y'all just pose and there's an explosion.
Yeah.
Spencer, might have to get you to start typing into chat instead.
But what I mean, I don't want to discount his idea. There's a lot of dead air.
Okay, I'm on it, boss. So y'all know the message I just got was groupie. Use your imagination and tell them how cool it is. So I'm on it. As we all come together in the pose, Steel over here with an absolute grimace strums his Hello Caddy guitar, and it reverberates off the metal and around to the museum behind them, and the stonework coming down and resulting damage is what causes the explosion, as the thing is both burnt alive and crushed under the debris. And you get a Disney moment where the one claw sticks out and then just lays out and opens.
Yeah, and then a moment later, a shit ton of black, dark energy erupts from between the debris, and a huge explosion erupts out across the Upper West Side. All of you caught in it and taking 20 damage.
CPK.
They're all knocked unconscious. Out. And that's where we're going to take a 10-15 minute break.
What?
Oh, how's that for
Yeah,
build up?
the creature explodes.
This is totally going on YouTube. I can just see him. He's sitting there like boringly strummed his guitar, just standing there with his head down.
That's all right. You haven't
No,
seen
that's
the back of it yet, or noticed that the shape changed. The entire back is actually just one giant Hello Caddy.
There's a cape. There's like a cape. Okay, yeah. It gets worse. See, I told you, it get worse. I love it.
All right. We will take a 5-10 minute break and be back here real shortly. In the meantime, everybody do the usual bio break stuff, and while you're at it, hit some buttons. There's got to be a button around here somewhere. Hit the button. All right.
Yes,
See y'all in a
please.
minute.
Like and subscribe, yo.
I gotta get that count better. Hey everybody, I'm Groupie. This is John Mongrel. We're playing GlitterHearts. We just one-shotted what is apparently not the big bad guy. Like, he was big, but that's just big to us. I guess he was medium. So, we're going to dive back in. We are, just keep everybody in the loop, still having some issues with Spencer's audio, so we'll be, like, translating for him via chat. But with all that being said, GM, it's your show.
All right. Well, welcome back, everyone. And as we left off, there was a huge explosion from the body of the World Hydra, and all of you were knocked unconscious. As you start to come to, you find yourselves on a warm marble lawn chair, or of sorts, a lounging stone chair on a rectangular pool surrounded by columns with crystal blue water, steel, and you can see through it perfectly into a mosaic tiled interior of this pool. And you seem to be well lit as sun beams through the clouds around you. And you realize that you're on a cloud as well. This pool is in a cloud. And all of you are around each other.
I'm guessing that didn't go to plan.
Doesn't seem so. Are we dead?
It's very Greco-Roman vibes.
Well, if we are, this isn't a bad place for it.
At least there's a pool.
Yeah.
Are there snacks?
Oh, I could use a snack.
Is there metal? Please tell me there's metal.
Does Ketsuo have a halo?
None of you have halos? No.
Do I have horns?
No.
Just checking.
Probably not dead.
You do. You each look around, and you do appear as your everyday identity, not in your transformed state.
Oh, you're blonde again.
My hair down or up?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna say since we're in this kind of astral, it's gonna be down and blonde.
It would be much more dramatic.
I'd be looking at it. I'd be like, huh.
It's a little more feathered than usual. Like, kind of get a Farrah Fawcett thing going on.
I know. And split ends. There's no split ends.
There aren't. Oh, and now I'm like all up in his hair.
As you do, a presence comes forth out of the clouds around you. It's vaguely humanoid in shape, but massive, with the radiance around it, and its head seems to be a whirling cosmos or nebula of energy and light and stars with courses of golden lightning through it. And you, well, there's no voice to actually, yeah. Let's say, yes, as it's appearing and you say the Farrah Fawcett things, it speaks to you in your minds in the voice of Farrah Fawcett. And it says, "Forever have we, the Guardians of the Light, defended all realms from the Omegaverse and their Lord, who seeks only the obliteration of all creation and light. But I am the last of my people. I have come to give to you with the power you will need as soon he comes forth in your world, at the immortal center of greed.
Wall Street?
If that is what you call it.
Oh crap! I'm sorry. I was trying to be a smartass, not step on your line.
It's fine. And be quick, as the specters of darkness seek the warriors and their weapons from your rulers. I am sorry that I cannot give you all more. But you are our last hope against the Omegaverse. And the energy kind of builds around it, this storm of light, until it erupts, and you all feel this heavy wind blow past you, and you wake up lying on your back in rubble. As you look you're at the edge of a crater near the Hudson River, where the Upper West Side once was. You can hear helicopters. You can see them as you're looking up at this dark sky above you. See their flashing lights and hear their blades whirling, as well as the whirling or the bellowing and screaming of search parties looking for people in the ruins around you. You all have 1 hit point.
Ow.
Ouch.
You'd think our little angel friend could have, like, given us some band-aids or something at least.
As that breeze blew past you, you do feel different now in your transformed state. You all have the advancement flying. You can now move a distance of range and still take an action. So you all have angelic wings as well as you push yourself free and see each other.
Oh, those look cute on you.
What? What?
Huh? Not you.
What? Oh, cool. What are you talking about? Oh! Oh my goodness. Dolly!
Nice.
Ketsuo is doing loop-de-loops. So we're not done, right? We still got more to do.
It appears that way, but I don't know how we're supposed to get anything done in this state.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts a lot. We aren't. Were we blown like geographically away from the museum? Like, are we not where we started off?
No, not at all. You're
Crosstown?
Yeah, not across town. No, you're. So this crater goes for like 60 blocks, and y'all are at the edge of it, at the southern edge of it, near, or not the southern, the western edge of it, near the river. And it is just this huge crater where buildings are collapsed.
Traffic is going to suck forever.
Oh my god. Though, with these wings, I don't know that I care.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody else is going to be bitching about it.
I mean, this is assuming we survive the next 24 hours, I guess.
Fact.
Well, we'll worry about traffic later.
Oh, there goes Ketsuo. He's running to fight
Ketsuo takes off with his wings and starts flying at extreme speeds back towards the point of the explosion.
Following.
Yep, following.
Definitely.
Okay. as you all take off and fly towards it, you find that there are these sort of safe areas that go out for a few dozen yards behind where you were standing, as if you were blasted up and the area immediately behind you was not affected by the initial explosion. And there are several, all of Kalen, God, I cannot get your name, Bushida. Bushida, your brother Kalen is laying there, or is not laying there, no, but he is off with an ambulance over to the side being checked on, as is Sota, as your silhouettes, so to speak, or your shadows protected the people that were immediately right there.
Well, that was handy.
Yeah, would have been way worse if, well, yeah.
I guess, can I go and, like, check on my brother, make sure he's okay?
Absolutely. Y'all go over towards your respective brothers, and for Boshida, you look dramatically different, right, in your transformed state?
Not like dramatically,
Okay.
no.
Not unrecognizable. Okay.
A lot more hair and bigger.
Okay.
I forgot about the hair.
So, yes, you head over to the ambulance that is caring for Kalen. The EMS, emergency responder. Well, it seems a bit surprised and taken back by your appearance there. And Kalen looks at you strangely and says, I'm such a failure at this.
Marcelly!
Gosh, I'm sorry.
You have a lot to keep up with.
Marcelly, he says, how old is he supposed to be again? I don't believe that was in the notes.
I wrote it down, but I don't remember. Hold up. He's older.
Oh, okay. It says, Marcelly? Is it?
Yes, hello. It's a very long story. I will tell you later. Are you okay?
Better than some, I guess. You don't look too good yourself.
Yeah, no, I don't feel great. But that's all right. I guess when you are okay, you should probably go home and stay there.
They're supposed to be taking us to the mainland, to a hospital, and they're evacuating the city. Yeah.
Do that. I'll find you later.
Okay.
See if you can find Rory while you're at it. Make sure they're going to. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. I hope he wasn't around here.
Yeah, same, but I haven't seen them and I don't have time to keep up with it. So, you get Rory and I'm gonna go get the bad guy.
Okay. Try to be careful.
That's the goal.
Okay. He'll kind of reach out and give you a hug.
Return awkward big brother hug. And then maybe ask the EMT guy if he has some, like, ibuprofen or something.
the
Yeah,
real
his
hero
name's
here.
yeah, his name's Lewis. He says, yeah, here. And he grabs a bottle out of the back of the ambulance and hands over some ibuprofen.
Thanks, friend.
No
Appreciate
caustic
ya.
sodium.
What is the dosage for superheroes? Is that like a half a bottle? A whole bottle per person?
It's not recommended, I don't think, to take that much.
We'll just start with 4 and go from there. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
I'll pop my ibuprofen. Offer the bottle around if anybody else wants any.
Yes,
Um,
please.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just share some painkillers. Give the bottle back to the guy. Pat my brother on the head or something really patronizing. And then I guess we come up with a game plan.
Kotetsu is you go up to your brother and again the EMS worker there whose name is I have a mess of names for Charlie. Yep. Charlie Kane kind of gets rattled at the sight of you, Kotetsu, but kind of backs up and lets you talk to your brother, who seems taken aback by your appearance. Sota's like, are you a superhero?
Kinda.
Kind of.
Look, are you all right?
I'm okay, I guess. Yeah. I'm worried about Mom. They took her to the hospital. She wasn't, conscious. None of the ones that transformed were awake when the ambulances got here.
She was the one that was transformed.
Mm. Yeah, Stevie is the same. You can find out.
I'm glad you're okay, but we need to get you home ASAP.
Yeah. I think Dad's probably going to be at the hospital with Mom. They took her to Queens and kind of nods towards the open space towards the Hudson River. Right? Is Queens on that side? I can't remember.
I had a map pulled up the other night. I didn't pull it up tonight. Want to fly there? You probably need to go anyways.
Oh, it's
Is what
Newark?
Kotetsu said to his brother. He's
Yeah,
offering him
but
a
it's
ride.
like Newark in that direction. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'd love to fly.
With Kotetsu suggesting that we check the hospital on the people that were transformed. Dolly's like, yeah, sure. Let's hit there next before the next strike comes in. Sounded like we gotta go defend capitalism. Ugh, I feel gross.
That doesn't really seem right. You think they'll have better painkillers at the hospital?
Probably.
A bandage.
So do you all plan to go to the hospital then? Or towards the hospitals?
Yep,
Yeah,
I
no.
think that's what the plan is.
I think so.
Okay. As you start to leap away, or fly away, you now have wings, that's right. You take off into the sky carrying... Do you want to carry Kaylin as well as Ketsu, or Kotetsu carries his younger brother, Sota?
I'm not sure that he'd let me, really. No, I think he's probably going to stay and check and see if he can find Rory and then evacuate wherever they're evacuating everybody else to.
All right. Okay, so you all take off towards the hospital, flying across the Hudson River. You can see the traffic jam on the bridge as people are evacuated off the island, and many coast guards and even some naval vessels in the river. You can see a lot of flashes from below, as well as people take photos or videos of you all. Then you all get to the hospital in Newark.
Did I find my little brother?
Yes. As you well, do y'all go in transformed? As you arrive, there's obviously a lot of individuals, a lot of military and media individuals around the hospital.
I think I'm gonna land on the roof, and then I'm gonna transform back into my persona.
Okay.
It depends on what we're wanting, because if we're wanting like answers from authority figures, this is gonna get a lot more than normal little Marsley. But if we're trying to be sneaky, this hair is not it.
Already screwed up enough with people standing around the coffee shop. I need to be a little bit more covert.
So then still transforms back to Jonathan and goes for the door on the roof.
Yep.
Or the elevator, I should say.
And it looks like Kotetsu is staying in his hero form to walk his brother in.
Okay.
Dolly is going to take another lap before landing.
Okay. What are you doing on this lap?
Trying to get high. Looking for a vantage point. Couldn't help myself.
Okay.
Trying to kind of survey as much as I can from a proper bird's eye view, and kind of taking in the damage, but also seeing if there's already any telltale signs for the next attack.
Okay. Roll a be vigilant, I think,
Okay.
which would be a plus mental.
Yeah, that tracks. 5. I think I got distracted by the crater, and instead I'm just sitting there trying not to cry while I am about 1,000 feet in the air.
Okay. And for Budisha,
Is it still nighttime?
yes. But as you look up, you notice that it has been hours since the explosion. Y'all were obviously unconscious for more than you expected, or for longer than you expected.
Do I know, like, do we know what time it is? Like, how close it is to dawn, I guess?
Yeah, probably 3 hours away.
Okay. I think if the two boys are inside, I think I'm just gonna stay on the roof and, like, keep watch, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kotetsu and Jonathan head through into the elevator and down into the hospital, eventually arriving on the first floor. The elevator opens and is chaos inside. What do you all? What did the two of you want to do?
I was gonna check on my brother and check on everything.
Okay,
Right.
you rush to a desk and an admin desk, and they try to get them to find your brother. You find out that he is in a room in the ER, and they can take you back to him, and they will. Same for Kotetsu. As you look for your family, you are also able to find your father in an triage room in the emergency room, holding your mother's hand as she is unconscious on the bed, and Soto runs over to his father and hugs him and looks at your mother sadly. As Jonathan, you are brought to a triage room again, and you find your brother Michael unconscious in a bed being monitored by machines. The nurse, or a nurse or hospital tech can tell you that she's been unconscious since she arrived. You detransform. Okay, Kotetsu detransforms. Sorry, to Jonathan. The text says that your brother's been unconscious since he was brought in. He seemed to be one of the affected or afflicted by those monsters.
Oh, really? Have you run tests on him?
We have blood tests running, but we're still processing them. There's a lot going on.
I'd give you my phone, but I kind of just it broke. So, okay.
Sorry.
That was it.
Oh, okay. So you stand there with your brother as the tech nods and graciously bows out of the room. or steps out of the room.
I'm just gonna walk over to him and just be strong, little buddy. I'll be back in no time. As I touch your shoulder, and I'm gonna exit the room and try to regroup with everybody.
Okay. So for Ajiro, you find yourself in the room with your family. You de-transform, and your father is bewildered by it. He says, "What is this, son? You made some kind of deal with one of those demons?"
I don't know. It was a golden light. It's helping me fight the demons.
Fight them. You're one of them that's fighting them. You're putting yourself and your brother in danger. Everyone's with your mother. I cannot lose you two as well. They don't know if she's going to wake up. What is happening in her mind?
I am, but it's all I can do. I have the power to help. I can't let this happen to others.
I don't know, Ichiro. I don't think I can let you do this. And he'll kind of disengage himself from Sota and stand up towards you.
Can I happen upon
put
him?
yourself in power with your mother. I'm sorry?
Is there any way I can happen upon him?
Sure.
While I'm trying to regroup
Sure.
and assist in this.
And you come walking by to hear him tell his son not to do this anymore.
Okay. Hey, Jiro. Hey. Oh, this parents. I want to make myself seem a little bit bigger and intimidating.
Okay.
Try to help his cause.
Okay.
Continue.
I'm just waiting for Spencer's response.
Okay.
He says, Ajiro says, I love you, I love Mom, and I love Sota, but you're not going to stop me, not when I'm one of the few people able to help. And Arata will look you in the eyes and say, you might be able to help, but at what cost?
At that time, I'm gonna put my hair up in a ponytail. I'm gonna close the door, or close the little curtain. I'm gonna put my hair up in a ponytail. This, ma'am, sir, he's not alone, and I will always do my part to try to make sure he's safe. I'm gonna put my hair back up in a ponytail and go back to my everyday persona.
Okay. Anything else for Spencer? Or Ajiro? Sota will say, Dad, he's a superhero. You can't stop it. Without that, I would have been... And Mom, too.
How bad would that suck to get grounded the day after you become a superhero?
Right.
The cost is nothing compared to what we've lost. Look at those craters. That's what will happen again if I don't go.
Roll convince someone. Plus convince someone is plus emotional.
Can I give him +1 with my my intimidation kind of thing?
Absolutely. So you got a +1 to that too.
That should balance out his -1.
I thought he had a +1.
Did he? Cost nothing compared to what we've lost. Looked at 8.
Fine. Fine, son. You do this. And you. And he kind of looks over to Jonathan, points his finger at him. At you, Jonathan, and says, "You'd best protect my son. If anything happens to him, I'm holding you responsible."
I will take the blame. Gladly. I believe in your son.
He, sorry. Oh, I didn't see that you were typing again. I'm also sweating like crazy. I've got my finger on. It's insane. Okay, Kotetsu says, "I transform and stamp my shield and say, I don't need protection, Father. I am their shield. It's the gift I was given." And he nods and kind of gives you a bow as well, Eijiro. Or Kotetsu. And do you two leave with that?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Y'all head back up. Meanwhile, up above, while Dolly is flying overhead, mourning the great losses of the destruction in the city, Boshida, you notice something going on north at the south end of Manhattan Island. There's some sort of disturbance. You notice it seemingly right before something catastrophic happens, as you see the buildings start to quake and sway against the dark sky, and kind of serpentine movement. It looks like there's something wrong. The buildings are moving on their own.
Can I shout up to Dolly to see if she can see anything else? I don't know how far away she is.
Sure.
What?
Dolly! Dolly! You see anything over there?
What? Where? And I will look over
Look
there.
over there.
Okay, as you do, you notice that a skyscraper collapses. It's swaying and then it snaps and folds on itself and collapses into the city as others start to do the same all around where you know Wall Street to be.
I will fly down to the roof. They're coming down like dominoes. We gotta get the boys. We gotta stop this from doing whatever they're doing, even if that means I have to save a bunch of stupid investment bankers.
I was really hoping to get a nap in first, maybe a snack. I'm gonna open the door to like the stairs or whatever that goes in the building, and like I guess just holler for the boys, guys, hey, guys.
Hold on a second. I think I've got something for that. Yep.
No, I think that's the other kid.
I would like to use my I wish for her voice to just boom and carry through the entire hospital as she yells out, "Steel! Kotetsu!"
Yes, here, now!
Roof! That is an 11 plus my mystical makes 13.
Yeah.
So I'm get 2 holds just because. And yeah, they absolutely hear her and know exactly where we are, and it's time to go.
Absolutely. So inside, the two of you have transformed and are flying up faster than the elevator. Maybe. I'm not meant to take y'all's narrative. We're just running low on time.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Okay. So as you all get to the roof, why don't you roll rest and relaxation just to see what happens?
Historically, nothing good.
So yes, either athletics, emotional for doing it together, or persona to
Yeah,
do it
can
alone.
I like go over there and do it myself? Is that okay?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love you guys, but I need just give me a minute. God damn it. Still a 6.
Dang.
7?
So you can heal. Well, with the 6, Bodisha, you fail and get another XP.
Yeah.
Which I just remembered we forgot to do the questions at the end of last session for the extra XP. Anyway.
Edro got an 11.
Yeah. Okay, so Kotetsu heals for everything and removes all conditions. I think someone said a 7. That's either you heal for everything or you remove a condition, I think.
Perfect. And I want to say Pickle said 5.
Pickle, you there?
Yay, more technical problems.
It's fun.
Cool.
7.
Okay, 7. Yes. So you heal for either you heal everything or remove one condition.
I have a question. Doesn't something happen when you get more than 3 negatives in a thing?
Yeah. So you can never have more than -3 thing.
Yeah, I've got -4 emotional.
So I can't go past 3. So that's a bonus for you.
That's
And yeah, you roll a mystical check to see if you can stay transformed.
oh, that's what it is. Okay, mystical. It's a 4.
All right, you de-transform and gain an XP.
Guys,
I got you, girl.
can I?
I'll
How?
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm gonna give you a piggyback ride while we're flying, which is going to look ridiculous because you are significantly taller than Dolly.
Yeah, probably a bit. It's fine. You're really strong, and it'll be okay. How long do I have to like? Is there like a time period until I can try to transform back? How does that
You
work?
can go ahead and transform again.
Oh, I can
uh,
transform.
Can I try and talk her up a little bit? It's like just clear your head, take a few deep breaths, and maybe do a we can do this together roll.
Absolutely.
Ah, they
As
both
you're
went off.
saying this, I'm sorry. As you're saying this, more of the skyscrapers in Lower Manhattan are falling as the dust from it starts to build up unnaturally and red, coming up from between the buildings, and lightning, almost as if a storm is being built upside down.
That's creepy. Little bit of divine intervention for the mystical, and got an 8 on that. We can do this together.
Okay, and you have a cooperative relationship, right?
Yup.
So 8 is
Oh no!
you put yourself in danger, but the target gets a +1 forward and another power pool.
Oh.
Or PowerPoint, sorry.
I would like to play us some traveling music, try to pump us up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, go
Something
for
I
it.
can do.
Mm-hmm.
What's everybody's favorite traveling song?
Just play something fast. And can I transform back? Do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, it would be a mystical roll. Now, still, you do have a +1 forward on your roll.
Okay.
And then Bodisha, sorry. You're trying to transform into Bodisha. So, Marcelly, you also have a +1 forward from that check that was just made.
Is it 8?
7.
Okay, 7 to boost her.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have a cooperative relationship.
No,
Okay.
we have a competitive relationship because the thing with, yeah.
Okay, with the competitive, Marcelly, you get another PowerPoint and another +1 forward, and you once again show up your companion Steel, and he gets a -1 persona.
I'll take it.
Really serious.
So, Marcelly, you do have a +2.
So that makes a 9.
Awesome. You are able to transform.
Oh, let's
Albeit
go.
Some struggle.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong character. Whatever. Let's go.
All right, y'all leap out from the hospital and spread your wings, taking off across the Hudson and the bridge there towards the lower Manhattan where the skyscrapers are falling. There's a storm building from the ground, some sort of red cloud of dust and debris building up from between the buildings that remain. Lightning striking out from it, and then there is a deafening roar as, like being born from into this world, a massive horned creature of dark red flesh crawls out from this storm, pulling itself free from what appears to be another one of those rifts below the storm. And standing now 1,000 feet tall as the highest of the buildings around him, the Omega Lord roars. And with it spreads monstrous dark sinew wings.
This is gonna be fun. Can I go ahead and say ouch?
Yeah, I think we get a call. Ouch.
At that point, you all are flying in as he turns and kind of opens his mouth, and a beam of red energy erupts from it, cutting through the air and destroying several helicopters and planes that were observing the area, and cutting through buildings which turn to dust as they collapse on themselves. You all drawing close to combat. What would you like to do?
As we are flying in and gawking at this ridiculous fucking thing that has clawed its way into our world, Dolly is going to start saying to her companions, battle plan. We had a battle plan, didn't we? We were all sorts of planning stuff yesterday. Fuck. And I'll look at Kotetsu and say, weren't you supposed to go first? You like shield up or something? Like you've got a thing you do.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
And as we are flying through the air, Kotetsu starts typing. Knocks on shield.
All right.
Ready.
All right. Roll a plus persona, protect someone. Right. That is the aim of what you're doing, right? Kotetsu. 6. All right, awesome. So you fail, but because of your special feature, you still get a hold, and you get an XP. Oh, that's 6. You get an You get an advancement at that point. Sword.
He gets a sword. Yes.
Awesome.
If there was ever good timing for that shit.
All right. So with that, you draw the creature's attention. It turns towards you, its eyes full of the dark cosmos, stars and galaxies, nebulas playing within them, flare with red energy, like unnatural red fire, and a hellish beam cuts out toward you all, towards Kotetsu specifically, cutting out through the sky, going in. So roll a roll a keep your wits about you. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Plus physical thwart peril for the beam, for the hellish beam. Kotetsu. Is it 9? Awesome. So you can take the damage or be stunned. Or, yeah. Okay. Takes the damage and then uses a hold to reduce it by half. Okay. It is 5 damage. You reduce it down to 2. As it cuts past you and rending or sundering through your armor, which regrows magically, and then going out across the sky over Newark's, hitting somewhere in New Jersey and causing an explosion hundreds of miles away. And then it's one of you gets to go. It's not Kotetsu.
I guess.
Just a reminder, between y'all you have 4 power points. You need 5 for a team attack.
I'm gonna look over at Dolly. No, I'm gonna look over at Bodacia. And I'm gonna the song I've been playing is already pretty quick. I'm just gonna like break into some like really fast like hair metal speed runs. I'm like, are you ready to fuck shit up? And I'm gonna give her a pump up plus physical.
All right.
I don't know. I was saying all that shit yesterday, but he doesn't really seem so bad.
That's a 9.
A 9?
Yep.
All right, so Bodacia, you get another power point and another +1 forward, or that reset, so it's your first +1 forward. But once again, you show him up in some way. Yeah.
And I got to roll.
What?
Yes, I got. That's a -3 condition.
Oh, well, that's not a condition. This effect on you, it's just a -1 to your persona for your next roll.
Okay.
Yeah, just a next roll, not your stat.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if it compounded. So I had several in a row.
It
Okay.
makes me feel a lot better.
You're okay, yeah.
Go. Let's go.
As you do that, the creature is going to beat its wings one big time, causing all the dark red storm below kind of spread out in the area as it takes off from its feet and hovers there, swinging out one shattering limb towards Steel. Steel, please roll plus physical thwart peril.
Give it to me, Poppy. One more. That's not good. Plus physical?
Yes.
And I still got a +1, right? I used the last one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
No. So that would be a total of 6. So not good.
Not good at all. No. All right. So with that failure, you get to mark an XP. And then you also take 7 damage and you are hit out across the Hudson River and you slam into the which bridge is that?
Are we still in Jersey?
Y'all are in Manhattan or on Manhattan Island.
Oh. So like
It's
the George
the
Washington.
Holland. No, that's a Holland Tunnel. What's the bridge there?
I don't actually know which side the Holland Tunnel is on. I just remembered that I can throw my club and it will come back to me.
That could come in handy.
Yeah, I think. Where do I give that again?
Oh, okay. Never mind. There isn't a bridge that close to where you are.
That's
On the Hudson side, anyway. So yeah, you're just knocked back hundreds of feet into the air, and you take the 7 damage.
Take the musician!
And then it is either Dolly or Budisha.
I think I'm gonna fly in a little closer, probably, because I don't know how far I can throw.
You can. The flight allows you to move wherever you want to in the battlefield.
Can I like fly in and fly back? Like fly in and throw it and then catch it?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I believe your weapon stuns it, right?
Yes.
When it hits? Okay.
And I think it has a +2 damage? Or does it just get one or the other?
No, it does both.
I had the page up, but now it won't load anymore, and I don't know what that is, and I haven't fooled with it. Yeah.
Your attack is plus physical.
Yeah. Same with my weapon description. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a +1, so 10.
How much? I'm sorry?
10.
Oh, okay. So you definitely hit and you stun. And then you also get one extra effect from the class chart.
Class chart. Well, he already gets +2 damage. And I'm gonna do an extra damage. Why the hell not?
As you slam into his face, and stun him. Yeah, with the stun on it, I don't know if they would get their attack back. I think they're supposed to. Whatever, we're gonna skip it. So your stun prevents them from attacking back as you slam your weapon into his face, but and then draw back, having it fly back to you. It doesn't seem to have much of an effect outside of the stun, but it is stunned for at least this next turn for Dolly.
Guys, this does not look good.
Just 3 damage seems so insignificant to its mass.
So it's good to know that for sure.
That is. Awesome. As he gets hit in the face with a giant club from Bodisha, I stop in midair a distance away, and that magic beam of light that's the first time was just coming from my face is now almost coming from my entire body as it just blasts him in the other cheek, because seems to fit a little bit. And I did get a 10 on that, so you can take that 2 damage, and we're going to throw a +1 forward to Kotetsu.
Okay, awesome. As you do that, the Omega Lord shakes himself from the stun, and we start a new turn. Who would like to go first? Kotetsu gets a +1 forward. Yeah, y'all have a total of 5 thus far. You can do a group attack, but it will not be at advantage like the last one. You would have to build up some more, at least one more power point.
Steel, do you have any PowerPoints?
Well,
by
GM's
my count,
keeping
you have
track of
5.
all
You
of
have
them.
4 from both Disha, and then 1 with Dolly.
The 1 forward that I just gave Kotetsu, can he use that on a we can do this together roll?
Absolutely, yeah. Whatever the +1 forward is literally just for whatever your next roll is.
Right on. So if he does +1 forward on a we can do this together, somebody gets 1 more power point, then we can do the power of friendship at advantage. That is how we defeat the devil, y'all. All this time I've been thinking, never mind. That was about to lead into a very bad joke.
Okay. Well, I'm against very bad jokes. What's this? Okay, I'll hold off for this round. Someone can do the PowerPoint. Okay, so he's saying to hold off. Kotetsu's saying he's holding off. Someone else wants to beef someone up with the we can do this together or something.
I'm going to take my guitar and toss it up on my shoulder like a violin and start plucking out the violin part for Devil Went Down to Georgia. I said, Dolly, you ready, hun?
Yep. Finger picking's not bad, actually.
I know, right? I do a couple little, pull-offs and slides.
Need some slide, yeah.
That would be 8. Oh, plus physical, right?
And you two have competitive, right?
Yeah. And I'll take that negative for...
He's been hitting that same range every time. And just avoiding persona rolls.
I will take it because it's better for the group. And that's him. That's him in a nutshell anyway, so...
Wow. All right. As you play for Dolly and to bolster her, the creature is going to try to get into your mind with its mocking trickery. Please roll a plus persona steal and keep your wits about you. And you have a -3 plus whatever self-doubting you have.
4, 3, 2.
I still get my PowerPoint though, right?
3.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So that is a failure. So you get to mark another XP. That's good.
Yep.
And but then you also take 3 harm in your mind.
For that.
And you gain the muddled, isolated, and self-doubting feature or
Ooh.
condition.
Okay.
All right. That was the first of you this turn. So who would like to go next? You now have 6 power points between you all.
Yep, and I'm calling dibs.
Okay.
So advantages with an extra dice to drop the low one.
Yes, you roll 3, drop the lowest one. And you're doing this. You have a +1 forward as well.
Awesome. Oh. All right, Spencer, you want to roll it and I'll describe it? Sorry, for everybody listening to the podcast version, which we don't have, Spencer was just letting us know that he's got the emotional stats for this and still a +1 with my roll. Hey, send me the description. Yep.
Okay. So you're going with another group attack with advantage? Okay, something we messed up with the last time. We did not name it. I'm sure y'all can come up with a fabulous name for that one. But that is part of the rules, and I'd forgotten about that. You have to name the group attack before it can hit.
That's right. Embarrassed the guitar player.
One metal riff. It was one metal riff. All right, I've got his description. All we need is his roll. +3 and advantage. The anticipation. Nine makes 12.
Yep. 9 does make 12.
Let's go.
+3.
Okay, so y'all do your describing and naming for this as you defeat the Omega Lord.
As we are all in the air and kind of had started to separate, we come back together, and all of this radiant energy that has been infused within us just starts glowing to the point where we each create our own halos that we didn't get in heaven, until it all merges into one giant glow that shoots up into the air and then comes down as smaller pillars, just skewering and piercing the devil over and over and over again. And the four of us together, as we grasp hands, are now starting to glow so bright that the night sky itself becomes as day, and each of us use our powers imbued with radiant lights surrounding us, heartfelt music playing as we attack. Pickle, you got a song for this?
Yes, but Denizens, I won't share the title.
Yeah, you gotta name it.
Terrible.
Dripping light.
What?
Dripping.
Yeah, like I was trying to think like rain of light, and dripping light.
I mean, Rain of Light is not that bad.
Exit light.
Rain from heaven.
Okay. With your rain from heaven, you destroy the Omega Lord. His body erupts into dark sorry. It explodes into a dark energy beam into the sky, ripping through the clouds and stars and atmosphere, creating a massive dark rift into the Omega Verse. As it starts to suck up the debris around you, the water from the river and the ocean start to be sucked up from it. The buildings are breaking apart. People in cars are starting to be pulled up into it. And you all are struggling against the gravity of it, floating there in the air below it. You will need to seal this rift to save the world.
Oh, we have that move. What's the thing?
Doing the thing. It's a mystical check, right?
Yep.
I think so.
Wait. I'm gonna play that song I played her to get back into her good, into competitive, on tempo, and I'm gonna do my best job at matching like the vocal timbre to boost them.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll your. We can do this together.
Would be an 8.
You say 18?
8. It's an 8.
Oh, just an 8. Okay.
2 zeros making love.
So once again, you get a negative to your persona.
I'm fine with that.
Dolly gets a +1 forward. That's a 2 forward now, and another PowerPoint. Which you can spend power points to give yourselves other bonuses. So you can spend 1 power point to give yourself a +1 on your roll.
Which would make this a +3 with my mystical as a +5.
Yep.
So before I tell you what I rolled, I know that he's got mystical too, and I was going to back him up on this one and let him have that seal the rift, but he got there before I did. As he starts singing, it's just a little bit off, and I pick up the song to where it's supposed to be, and learning to focus that light a little bit more, it comes straight from my hands with my 11 as I seal the rift. Or as I think I seal the rift? 11 seal it? It's a big rift.
Yes, 11 seals it as you blast, the energy blasts into the rift once more, kind of filling it with light and sealing it, restabilizing sort of the pressure between the realms as it seals once more reality as it meets the ring getting smaller and smaller of the rift until the distorted reality on the edges of it realigns and bounces back into place. And with that, Earth Realm is saved by the heroes Ushida, Steel, Dolly, and Alloy Hero Kotetsu, defenders of the world. Final pose, everyone's bloodied and bruised.
The credits are absolutely snippets of our R&R montages we were doing yesterday. Just us like slurping noodles.
Or their new montage of you becoming world famous heroes and all this stuff.
And becoming friends again.
Mm-hmm.
Over
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Nice little epilogue shot of all of you holding hands at a picnic or something.
We're just hanging out, eating pizza, playing music. Playing music.
The two of them take me to the gym and laugh at me trying to struggle to pick up like 10-pound barbells.
Yes, that would happen. Definitely.
I wouldn't be laughing. They would be laughing.
But like in a nice way.
I'd be like, I'd be like freaking out, trying to catch and spot you so you don't hurt yourself, kind of like a nervous parent.
And Spencer wants us to know that we freeze frame with all of you in mid jump.
Yep. Full Mentos ad.
Love it.
Thank you all so much for playing. This was a blast for me. I hope y'all had fun with the system as well.
Yep.
And
Thanks.
the story.
Definitely.
Thank you for running. I'm glad we got to try a new system in the first place. And this one definitely has that like fun element to it where like there's a lot there to encourage you to just kind of cut up.
Yeah. I did this story a bit more serious than the other ones I've done, so.
It really gave me something to think about with RP and approaching it to game mechanics. It seems like a good entry point for people who want to double down on the improv stuff and other game mechanics because of how easy the mechanics kind of roll into itself.
Yeah, the shared narrative is a good thing in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that bit a lot.
Thanks for DMing it. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for playing. It was my pleasure. It was a great meeting some of you. Jaybird.
Yes. I can't wait to hear y'all in Denizens. Is it next week?
Yep, the next 2 weeks, in fact.
Yep, we get 2 weeks back to back of Denizens. And let me check my schedule. I know something we've got coming up on. Yep, 2 weeks back to back of Denizen, and then on the 12th, we actually have Rook running Pathfinder for us. So this will be first time I've gotten to play Pathfinder 2nd edition. I think it's 2nd edition. So looking forward to that. And then we'll keep scheduling up from there and keeping everybody posted. In the meantime, feel free to make donations, buy merch, click like, subscribe, follow, all the internet stuff, because that's where we are. It's the internet. It's not the best place to live, but it's where we are. In the meantime, everybody have a wonderful Wednesday night, and thank you again, George, for running. This has been awesome.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. Thank you all for playing, and see you next week.
We saved New York, y'all.